We're going to do a speed run at the Goodwill bins. Our Goodwill bins does not allow filming. Dayton, Ohio, Woodman Drive. If you could sneak a camera in, you could probably get away with it, but you can't like wear one or anything. They'll kick you out. I've seen it happen a couple times. But we're going to do a speed run. We only got like maybe 30, 40 minutes or so. And it's not last call. Our bins does a last call to where you could put carts to the side of like along the wall to like hoard your stuff. And at I think it's like 7:30, they usually do last call, and any leftover carts, they put all the stuff back in the bins. That's where I usually get most of my good stuff, because people that just forgot it was there, left, whatever. But we got like 30, 40 minutes. Daughter's at a skating party down the road. So we're going to do a speed run real quick, see if we can find anything to flip on eBay. Just got back into eBay not too long ago. Going to try to start doing more videos as far as everything, daily life, work, all that crap. But we just recently got back into eBay, have a new strategy for eBay, and I'll make a video on that. It's going pretty good. Basically, short and sweet, don't really care about maximizing profit. So I'm getting stuff for $2 or less. So if I list it for $9.99, $12.99, if it's worth $40, great, it should sell fast. Don't care. It's all about volume. The Goodwill bins is super close to the house. I try to only get lightweight, easy stuff to package. It's just all about making $5 or $6 on each item. But I'll make a video on that, and I can show you when I started, and then you'll see the progression. I think we've done like $800 or so in the past 90 days. So not much, but not bad for just a side hustle. And I've gotten 90% of the stuff from the Goodwill bins. We did go to garage selling last week. Had a community garage sale in the community across the street from us. Didn't really get too much. A lot of clothes, a lot of dumb little trinket stuff, but a couple things already sold. Like had a UK University of Kentucky like vintage polo shirt. We got an entire trash bag, big trash bag, full of clothes for $5, and that was one of the things in there. And it sold for I think $9.99 or $12.99 plus shipping. So, you know, it paid for the bag of clothes, and I have 30, 40, 50 more pieces depending on what. Some of the pieces were bigger. There's a couple coats that I got, bunch of hoodies, stuff like that. So, but we're pulling into the bins now. Nothing crazy, just typical Goodwill bins. But we're going here, do a speed run real quick. It is 6:50, 6:51. So we will see how quick we can get in and out and try to get a bag full of stuff. I'm gonna guess, as long as I don't get anything big, typical stuff, hats, little clothes, ties, like just little light trinket stuff, we're gonna say $17. Let's see if we can stay under that. All right, guys, it's the next day. We got out of the bins at 8:11 last night. So what was it? Calculations, about an hour. That's about a speed run at our bins, just because of line and people, and you find something, you want to keep finding it, like shoes, whatever. But I got everything laid out except for I got a ping golf bag. And I'll throw it in right after we go through this. Ping golf bag. Haven't really looked that up yet, and it was $3. Let me see if I got the receipt here still from Goodwill. I think it was $46. Sorry, I'm all up in your face. It was $48.58. So we spent $1 on linings and bedding. I don't even know what we got for linings and bedding. I don't even know what that was. Say $10 for shoes, $8 for handbags, $11 for handbags. They do those separate at $3 a piece. Miscellaneous, bunch of miscellaneous wares, general, and then they charged me $5 for a Sony like Dream Station, whatever. I actually don't see that. There might be a couple more things out in the car, but here's the majority of it. So we got Snap-on shirt, Nike, and then a North Face jacket, Walt Disney World tote, couple hats, These are like ice fishing boots that go over your boots to keep your feet warm. An Arizona bag, a couple other little bags, a couple plushes, 3 repair manuals, a fossil purse, a little hand knit bag, and then these shoes. These Asics should be really good. They're dirty. Some North Face slips, some Wicked shoes from the movie, and then Nightmare Before Christmas shoes, another Nightmare Before Christmas shoes, and then some Van Pro like skateboard shoes. So that's all we got from the bins, besides I think I'm missing the Dream Station and something else. Let's see what we can find. All right, here's the golf bag and the rackets. This is a Ping Pioneer. Pretty nice, couple stains. Then I didn't look these up, I just grabbed them because they had the case and there's 2 rackets. And I think they charge like $2 or $3 for these. I think this one's pretty good, maybe. I bought one of these the other day. And listed it for like $29.99. But we'll do a recap when I get everything listed. Now I got this Kavu wallet at the bins too, but I switched it to my personal wallet because it's pretty nice. All right, then on the way home this morning, Saturday, my daughter's at Kings Island, but after her band competition, I stopped by some garage sales in Xenia on my way home, probably 7 or 8, and I spent a total of 2, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. I think I spent a total of $20 on all this stuff. And I wish I would have filmed, but I don't really have a GoPro setup that will work right now. But there's a camera bag, or like just a little small camera case, like one of the soft ones. And I opened it up and there was money folded up in it. And there's some little old lady with like 4 of her grandkids. I asked her how much it was. And I went over to her. She said it was $1. And I said, well, let me show you something. And I opened it up, and it was probably like $9 in there or something. It was just folded up. She said, oh, I just pulled it off the shelf and never even went through it. I went through all my purses and didn't go through that. She's like, thank you. So she gave me a little puppy thing for free, which it wasn't. I asked her how much it was. She said, just take it. But my daughter might like the little puppy paw thing. But anyway, good deed for the day. So here's what we got. So we got a couple pair of Adidas shoes. They're dirty, but they were $1 a piece. Then at the church sale, we got this Lululemon wallet, this Sony charger, a Sony remote. There's no DVD player, I checked. This Air Lounger, and then this Sour Warheads guy. He's got a little bit of things, but he looks older. But it's Warheads, Willie Dude, Soccer. He's the only one. I was hoping there'd be a couple of them, but I thought he was pretty cool. Spent $10 on all that. Then I got some cookies, and they were handing out free hot dogs. And then I went to one other garage sale on the way, and I got this little charm bracelet for $2. Don't know if it's really worth it. Another garage sale, I got this blanket for $1. We like these blankets, so that'd be personal use. Then another garage sale, I got this little outfit thing, maybe for like a Barbie or something, for $0.25. I'm gonna go dress up one of my daughter's Barbies and see how long it takes her to notice. And then at that little ladies garage sale, I got these watches. So they're Citizen. Don't know if they work. It seemed like they're in good shape. That one and this one, and she had them listed for $2 a piece. So I don't know what they're worth, but Citizen's usually a good brand. So not bad for all that, for 20 bucks or so. And then like the Goodwill bin stuff, we spent, what did I say, 48 on everything. Haven't really looked much up. I know the books, they go for 8 to 12, and shipping's pretty cheap because it's medium mail. I think I looked up that bag, and I think it goes for like 12. I looked these up, they go anywhere from 30 to 50. So with all this stuff and the bag and the rackets for 48 bucks and an hour's worth of work, how much do you guys think profit is here? Listen, everything on eBay, because I just say time and stuff like that, I round up to 14% on eBay, just guessing, shipping materials, all that stuff. And I don't do free shipping, do whatever the shipping is suggested, and it's usually pretty good. So all this stuff's going to be listed on eBay except for the golf club or the golf bag. I probably won't list it unless it's super good, which I don't think it's really, really good, but I could be wrong. But I'll list the rackets and all that stuff. So we did have a really good sale on eBay today. It was, if I can do it, I'll put a screenshot right here, somewhere up here. It was Tommy Bahama, like silkish button-up shirts. Listed 8 of them for $99 plus shipping. Got them at a church sale last weekend. Got a big bag, like imagine the biggest trash bag you could find, like the leaf trash bags. They were doing $5 fill a bag. There were hundreds of people there. I got there probably 5 minutes after they opened, and there were people already walking out because they opened early. So I was like, it sucks. But I still got some good deals. Like, I've already made my money back. I think I spent $40 on that at that sale for everything. And of course I've already made my money back just on the clothes. But a bunch of little trinket stuff, nothing real crazy, but I'm gonna try to film from now on and see what happens. So any suggestions? I suck at this. I'm not good at this. This is just for extra money to go play at the drift track or go do stuff with my daughter. And I like the finds. I have an entire basement full of stuff from where I used to sell on eBay a couple years ago full time. And I'm going to be going through that when the weather's not nice. But if the weather's not, man, my eyeball, why I got like a lazy eyelid? When did that start happening? Does this eye look lazy, you guys? Not eye, but eyelid. Anyway, the weather's not nice, so I'll start going through all that stuff. But weather's nice, we're going to hit garage sales. All right, you guys have a good day. Peace. All right, so all the eBay stuff is listed, all the Goodwill bins stuff is listed. These are a lot more than I figured. This is listed on Facebook Marketplace for $120. It has consistent sales for well over that on eBay. This is listed for $49.99, and then this racket bag and everything's listed for $49.99. These shoes, there's one sale for $120, but they're size 12, so more desirable. These need cleaning real bad, so I listed them for $49.99. I mean, everything in this pile is probably $300-400 worth. I mean, all these are $19.99 a piece. There's 3 pair. Most of the bags are $9.99, $12.99. These are $29.99. I think I put that one at $19.99. So there's just quite a bit of stuff. I did forget about these like vintage Nike. I gotta look these up. I forgot about these, and I still haven't found that clock. The books are listed for $9.99. I got these 2 hats I'm gonna list in a little bit. Sorry, I'm watching a little bit of Adam LZ. And now I'm gonna do the stuff we got today at the garage sale. See what happens.